CEMTV News, truth first, you next, stay informed to stay empowered. Hello and welcome to CEMTV News at 7. I am Miracle Wobo. Let's take a look at the highlights. The Nigerian Democratic Congress NDC condemns the obstruction of each scheduled town hall meeting over the weekend. Incumbent Governor of Osun State Ademola Adeleke of the Accord Party wins Osun governorship election, defeats APC challengers and 13 others. Plus, Ukraine launches massive drone attack on Moscow as Russia strikes Kyiv. Details of these stories and more in a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The Rainbow Coalition Reconciliation and Reintegration Committee has met with Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara for the second time as part of ongoing efforts to forge a common political front in the state. The meeting focused on addressing political differences, rebuilding trust and creating a framework for cooperation among members of the various political groups. Chairman of the Reconciliation and Reintegration Committee, Magnus Abe, said significant progress had been made in the reconciliation process. Abe noted that the committee was committed to bridging existing differences and fostering unity among the different political interests in Rivers State. He expressed optimism that the ongoing engagement would provide a platform for members of the various groups to work together towards a common political objective. The latest meeting is part of broader efforts to strengthen political cooperation and promote unity within the states. The Rivers State government is set to embark on a 2-week inauguration of completed projects across the states, beginning August 17, 2026. The exercise, organized by the state government, will cover projects in different local government areas, including road, bridges, healthcare facilities, and educational infrastructure. The inaugurations are aimed at showcasing completed projects and their expected benefits to residents. The program will provide residents with the opportunities to access newly completed infrastructure while demonstrating the government's efforts to improve transportation, healthcare, education, and other essential services across Rivers State.
I also want to thank the Governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, for making it possible for us to come and meet with him and talk like brothers. I'm so excited. The last meeting went well. Today went extraordinarily well.
The Nigerian Democratic Congress NDC has condemned the obstruction of each scheduled town hall meeting which took place on Saturday in Eleme, Rivers State by community boys. Speaking at the press briefing in Eleme, the non-indigenous state leader under the non-indigenous state chairman, Honorable Prosper Chibueze Olilaya, said the gathering was strictly a non-indigenous town hall meeting and not a political campaign.
It's so disappointing, so disgusting, and so embarrassing that we, the non-indigenous of Eleme, have gathered here for a town hall meeting. We are not doing campaign. Are we doing campaign? No. We are not doing campaign. And we are hearing that oppositions are obstructing the town hall meeting we are having today. This is very wrong. This is not how to win election. This is not how politics should be run. These errors should be corrected. Nobody have monopoly of violence. We should be able to caution our boys. We are here now, we are having a town hall meeting. People have gathered and look at people running head scatter because according to them, that the oppositions or the ruling party have given them instruction to ensure this meeting does not hold. Where does that happen? Please, I want to encourage all our non-indigenous in River State to remain calm. We will continue our town hall meeting in all of the local governments. We must run this campaign and we must run the election peacefully.
The Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Cosmopolitan has celebrated its 10th anniversary with the installation of Dr. Joe Alex as its new president alongside a new board of directors. The anniversary and installation ceremony, which held at La King's Hotel, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, brought together club members, stakeholders, and the guests to mark a decade of humanitarian service and community development. The event featured the formal handover and installation of the new leadership, as well as fundraising activities and other programs aimed at advancing the club's humanitarian objectives. Speaking at the ceremony, stakeholders reaffirmed Rotary commitment to supporting the less privileged and implementing impactful service projects in schools and communities. They also highlighted the organization's youth development program, which provide young people with opportunities to build leadership skills and contribute to community service.
Well, I feel very elated. I feel very happy, in as much as it's not an easy task. Just like my predecessor said to me, it's 1 year of putting myself on the line for this purpose, to serve humanity. So, in as much as I'm excited, I've challenged myself to ensure that these 12 months I will create an impact, a lasting one indeed. My priority is the maternal and child health, which I've just done in the month of July as a club. I want to take up basic sanitation, because we find out, just like I read in my inaugural speech, most of our communities, they lack good basic sanitation. So in this my year, I will really want to embark on that project.
Members of the club noted that each Rotary year comes with specific targets and leadership expectations aimed at ensuring the delivery of measurable projects that positively impact society. As the club begins a new chapter under Dr. Joe Alex Ehoro, members express optimism that the new leadership will strengthen Rotary's commitment to humanitarian service and capacity development.
Rotary I see as an extension of God's hands to reach humanity, to reach out to the less privileged, and the more we're able to do that, your 5 naira, my 5 naira, everybody coming together, we're able to make a difference. And for that project, people donated money. With 8,000 naira, we told people that with 8,000 naira, you can get glasses and all that. People were donating 8,000, 80,000, 10,000. You understand? And before you know what's happening, we raised 5-point-something million and we're able to reach out to people. So those and many more are the kind of things we achieved.
I'm here to celebrate my husband, to congratulate my husband once more for his 1 year in office. I wish him good luck. I wish him all the best. I pray for him. I know he's going to be there for him. I know he's going to be there for us. He's going to lead it very well. He's going to lead very well. God will guide him and protect him, cover him with the blood of Jesus. I'm praying for him. He's going to be well with him.
Yeah, so it's the installation of the 10th president, but it will be 9 years. It will be 10 years next year. But it means a lot to us because 10 it's been a decade of presidents, literally. And so it's really a significant number for us. And it's exciting to have President Joe become the 10th president of our club.
We have our terms of reference as a club, and we have our terms of reference as Rotary. So what we need to do is make sure the president keys into those terms of reference and improves on the activities of the last presidents. We've had 9 presidents, and everybody follows the ethos of the club, and so he's not going to be an exception. But we're here to support him to make sure he's successful.
Miracle Wobo, CEMTV News. Meanwhile, King Blessing Wago, Wagid 40th, had led a traditional purification procession across the Isiopo ancient kingdom in Rivers State ahead of the New Yam, Otokporo and Ngbede cultural celebration. The procession formed part of activities aimed at preparing the kingdom spiritually and traditionally for the annual festivities, while reinforcing the cultural heritage, unity, and traditions of the Ishopo people. The New Yam, Otokporo and Ngbede celebrations are expected to bring together indigenous residents and visitors to commemorate the kingdom's rich cultural tradition and heritage. On the national front, British lawmakers have raised concern over insecurity and governance challenges in Nigeria, warning that these issues could affect the country's relationship and partnership with the United Kingdom. The concerns come as Nigeria continues to battle terrorism, kidnapping, and other forms of criminality in different parts of the country. The development adds to growing international attention on Nigeria's security situation and governance. Authorities are under continued pressure to strengthen security measures, protect citizens, and create an environment that can support economic development and international investments. The incumbent governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has been declared winner of the 2026 governorship election by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Adeleke, who contested under the Accord Party, defeated his closest challenger, Bola Oyebamiji of the APC, after securing 511,067 votes against Oyebamiji's 444,815 votes. The result was formally declared by the INEC returning officer, Joshua Ogunwole, at the Commission's headquarters in Osogbo. Adeleke won in 19 of Osun State's 30 local government areas, while Oyebamiji won in 11. INEC recorded 1,005,800 total votes cast, with 985,079 valid votes and 20,721 rejected ballots. The Accord candidate's victory secured his re-election as governor of Osun State after defeating 14 other candidates in the contests. In Africa, the death toll from the ferry disaster on Lake Kariba in Zimbabwe has risen to at least 72, including 18 children, as rescue teams continue recovery operation. The ferry capsized after encountering strong waves while traveling from Kariba town to rural and fishing communities. Authorities say the vessel, which had a capacity of about 90 people, was overloaded at the time of the accident. Police say 77 people have been rescued, while the exact number of people still missing remains unclear. The tragedy has raised concern over passenger safety and transport conditions on Lake Kariba. On the foreign scene, Ukraine has launched a massive drone attack targeting Moscow, with Russian authority reporting hundreds of drones intercepted over the capital region. The attack comes as Russia continues to carry out missile and drone strikes on Kyiv and other parts of Ukraine. Ukraine's defense ministry says it destroyed 822 Ukrainian drones across the country overnight, including 201 in Moscow region. Local authorities says at least one person was killed and 3 others wounded in the Moscow attack, while 5 people were also reportedly killed in Rostov region. In Ukraine, authorities said Russian air attack killed at least 1 person and wounded several others. Kyiv comes under ballistic missile attack, with fire reported at non-residential sites, while a separate strike in Kyiv killed a woman and wounded 6 others. The escalating attack have raised concern over a new phase in the war, with analysts saying the targeting of both capital cities signal an intensification of the conflict separately. Romania says a Spanish NATO F-18 jet shot down a drone that entered its airspace, while officials saying the incident is still under control. Still on the foreign scene, the United Arab Emirates has condemned an attack on a vessel belonging to its state-owned oil company, ADNOC, while it was transiting the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE accused Iran of carrying out the attack, describing the incident as a threat to freedom of navigation, regional stability, and global energy security. ADNOC said no injuries were recorded and the situation was brought under control. The incident comes amid heightened tension in the Strait of Hormuz, a strategic waterway for global oil and gas shipments. The UAE has called for the waterway to be fully reopened and for attacks on commercial shipping to end. Still to come in the news, Governor Sule signs fresh $2 million litmus deal with Chinese firm. Details of this story will come to you in a moment. Stay tuned. Thanks for staying tuned. Now to the rest of the news stories. In business, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule has signed a $2 million supplementary litmus agreement with Chinese firm Diamond New Energy. The deal signed in Abuja is expected to sustain the company's operation, secure raw materials, and create more employment opportunities in the state. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Governor Sule said the agreement would protect the interests of both the state government and the investor. He assured the company of government support to keep its factory functional, while urging it to maintain peaceful relations with host communities and contribute to their development. The managing director of NASIDA, Ibrahim Abdullahi, said the agreement builds on a 2024 mining corporation deal that led to the completion of West Africa's largest litmus processing refineries. He said Nasarawa State will receive $2 million upon signing, with further revenue expected under the agreement, while supply of litmus materials would support the refinery and provide jobs for youth and women. A representative of the Diamond New Energy, David Seong, reaffirming the company's commitment to deepening its operation in Nasarawa, including local processing of minerals, resource, and job creation. The ceremony also featured the presentation of a deed of assignment transferring mining rights within 3.5 mining cadastral units in Endo, Nasarawa local government area, to Gafeng Litmus Industry Limited. Now in health, the Ebola outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo has spread to a sixth province, deepening concern over a rapid growth of the deadly disease. Health authorities have recorded more than 2,000 deaths and thousands of cases since the outbreak began. The virus recently reached Base Usele province, which had previously not recorded a case after a death was confirmed there. Efforts to contain the outbreak have been complicated by conflicts, weak health infrastructure, and difficulties in tracing contacts. Health authorities and international partners are continuing surveillance, treatment, and community awareness efforts to limit further transmission. Now in sports, former Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy and the consortium involving the Lewis family, current owners of Spur, are among the contenders seeking to acquire NBA Europe's London-based team. Sky News reports that the Lewis family is part of a consortium led by the Chaquette family, which has submitted an offer in the ongoing auction. The Chaquette has previously owned or invested in sport franchises including Major League Soccer side Salt Lake and the NHL St. Louis Blues, while the Eclairs family, who hold stake in Burnley and Spanish club Espanyol, complete the consortium. Levi is reportedly part of another consortium involving Liberty Global and MSP Sport Capital. London is considered one of the most valuable markets among the 12 planned NBA Europe team, with other franchises expected in cities including Berlin, Manchester, Milan, Munich, Paris, and Rome. The NBA is targeting billions of dollars from the sale of team rights, with the first transaction expected in the coming weeks. Levi stepped down as Tottenham executive chairman in September 2025 after nearly 25 years in the role, amid reports that the decision was effectively taken out of his hands. Now to entertainment. Nigerian singer Crown Uzama, popularly known as Shali Poppy, has accused his former record label boss Damilola Akinwumi, CEO of Dapper Music, of allegedly forging his signature and selling his music catalog to a foreign company. In a statement shared on his X page on Saturday, Shali Poppy claimed that he signed only a management agreement with Dapper Music in 2023, but alleged that his signature was later forged and used to create a 10-year distribution contract. He further claimed that the same signature was used to enter into an agreement with international music company Virgin Music Group. The singer alleged that Dapper collected money from the deal without remitting the proceeds to him, while encouraging him to continue working for what he described as future earnings. Shali Poppy called on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), government authorities, and the media to investigate the matter, saying he was prepared to expose what he described as fraudulent dealings. Dapper Music is yet to publicly respond to the latest allegation by Shali Poppy. Moving on to another story on entertainment. Nigeria's media and entertainment industry is projected to reach $5.8 billion in revenue by 2029, driven by the country's youthful and tech-savvy population, digital advertising, streaming, gaming, and the growing use of generative artificial intelligence. The projection is contained in PwC's 14th edition of its Entertainment and Media Outlook Report 2025 to 2029, which says Gen AI is transforming the industry through content creation, recommendation systems, and customer engagement. The report also identifies internet advertising, video games, and esports over the top streaming music, radio, and podcasts as major drivers of growth. PwC says digital advertising is expected to account for 84% of Nigeria's total advertising spending, while gaming and esports could surpass traditional television revenue by 2028. Nigeria recorded an 11.2% growth rate in 2024, ahead of Kenya's 7.1% and South Africa's 6.2%, and is projected to maintain the region's highest compound annual growth rate of 7.2% through 2029. Now that is it on CEMTV News at 7, but before we go, a quick recap of the major stories. We told you that Nigerians Democratic Congress (NDC) has condemned the obstruction of each scheduled town hall meeting over the weekend. On the national scene, we informed you that the incumbent governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke of the Accord Party, has won the Osun State governorship election, defeats APC challenger and 13 others. On the foreign front, we told you that Ukraine has launched a massive drone attack on Moscow as Russia strikes Kyiv. Many thanks for watching CEMTV News at 7. Do ensure to follow us via our social media handle at CEMTV Plus across X, Facebook, Thread, and Instagram. We are also available on Nicomsat channel. Do well to watch us on free-to-air. I am Miracle Wobo. Enjoy the rest of your day and bye for now.